Hello, this is Brian again. Now, I got concerned when a brother asked me a question, really interesting question, because I've been doing videos on on curing diseases, on solving issues about health, on doing many things, but on curing, but not much on preventing, and why basically we get sick. Now, this brother of mine, because I got interested, I had to make this video about basically why we get sick, and try to suggest solutions that you are going to use, that I use myself, that me and my family we use to combat the disease before it really happens. Because when you prevent, and then the curing or the solving, the solution would be minor or not at all, if at all you have handled that part very well. Now, the brother was concerned, or is concerned, on why we get sick in the first place. Now, we are a bunch of cells. We are made up of cells. In other words, we are a combination of many cells: the eye cells, the muscle cells, the blood cells, the hair cells, the many cells. So we are a collection of many cells. Okay, and to get the foundation, or to get the basis on why we get sick, we must get into the nucleus of the cell. In other words, the DNA. Now, the DNA structure itself is located in the nucleus of the cell. If you take out that DNA structure, it is 3 meters long. Now, why is it 3 meters long? And how does it become, how does it come up to be 3 meters long? Now, we are made up of a DNA. Part of it comes from our mother, and part of it comes from our father. Now, when those two DNA strings come in place, they need to be put together. Okay, what puts them together are amino acids, that is one, sugar, and what binds them. So the DNA structure is made of amino acid, sugar that we get from proteins, and then what binds them all together, what puts them together to be together, are minerals. Now, what puts them together are minerals. They are called minerals. Now, let's talk about many minerals. Let's talk about the sodium. Let's talk about the potassium. Let's talk about the iron, the phosphate, the calcium, the magnesium. You name them all. Very many of them. Now, here is the problem. Now, you have two strings that are put together, that are supposed to be put together by minerals, amino acids, and then the many sugars. Now, if at all your body lacks a mineral, now this is wonderful. If at all your body lacks a mineral, it will build something that is not strong enough to fight a disease, an illness, a virus, a bacteria, an infection, or whatever it might be. In other words, I'm looking for an example here to give you. If say you are a carpenter and you want to put together a chair, a joint of a chair, or anything of a sort, a joint somehow, somewhere, and you lack a nail or a screw, what will you use? What can you use? I mean, if you lack a mineral, if the DNA structure in the cell, if I need to make my bones, if I want to to put together my bones, if the body want to put together my strong bones, and then it lacks a mineral, it will not build a strong cell. It will not build a strong body cell, a hair cell, eye cell, or skin cell. In other words, your immune system will stay open because the mother, the creator, whoever is creating, doesn't have what to put there. If at all you get a virus or an infection or anything of the sort, it will simply crush you down simply because your cell failed to get what it was supposed to get from the DNA builder. Take the DNA as the builder of the cell. Whoa. Now, all that is said, that the cause of disease comes from the foundation, from the making of the cell, the eye cell, the skin cell. That is where it comes from. All right? And then you have all these problems. Take, for example, the cancer cell. Now, you'll see that in the case of cancer, we have good and bad bacteria, but they are the same bacteria. Only that when they reach their destination, how to solve the problem, they don't have the armor, they don't have the weapons to fight the dead cell, the dying cell, to take them out of your body. All right? We all lack minerals. When you lack minerals, sickness will come to you, disease will come to you, everything will come to you that is impossible to cure, to get rid of. We all lack minerals. But let me tell you something wonderful about how God created this wonderful earth. All minerals can be got from one single element or source. But before I go into that, the leafy greens are the best source, where the best source of minerals. But this is the problem that is happening today. A lot of them are sprayed. Okay? Now, why do farmers spray plants when a plant doesn't lack minerals from the ground? It will be simply and easily be affected by pesticides. Put this together. If you lack minerals, you get sick. Okay? You are affected by many diseases, by many illnesses. Same as the plant. Remember, the nucleus or the molecular structure of our blood is almost the same as that of the plant. The only difference is that in our molecular structure, we have iron, and then in the plant, there is magnesium. In other words, we are almost the same. But the reason why farmers fumigate their plants is simply because their plants are affected by pesticides and they want to kill those pesticides. Why pesticides affect the plants? Simply because they lack minerals. They lack magnesium. They lack phosphate. They lack every kind of magnesium. That is why they are disturbed by pesticides, simply to kill. The pesticides the farmer introduces, spraying them. And when they spray them, they kill even the remaining nutrient we would have gotten from them. And what happens? They are taken from the garden into the fridge, into the shelves, into wherever they store them. You come, you boil them, you pour away the. It is confusing. It is confusing. Now, that one said, where do we get the rest of the minerals that we don't have? I'm going to give you an example before I tell you this. Take 1 liter of water, drink it before adding what I'm going to tell you. You will see what comes out of you. Almost every part of the water that you took will come out of you. But, if you add 1 tablespoon of Himalaya salt or Celtic salt in your water, almost all of it will stay in your body, simply because Celtic and Himalaya salt have magnesium. Magnesium is the key. It is the key Magnesium is the key that opens up the cell for water. What are the most important things that we need as human beings? We need water, we need oxygen, we need even other minerals, but most importantly, we need water, we need oxygen. Why do we need them? Production of more cells. Remember, in the cells, it is where the DNA structure, the manufacturer of life, is best. When you don't give him water, when you don't give him oxygen, what will happen? What will happen? He will not produce the right cell to protect you from disease. When you put 1 tablespoon in your water, say 2 liters of water, start slow, or Celtic salt, put it in your food. Celtic salt or Himalaya salt has more than 84 minerals in it. I like Celtic salt more simply because it has 2 magnesiums. All right? But Himalaya salt is very, very wonderful, and Celtic salt, if at all you can get it, leave the table salt alone. Use the Celtic and then the Himalaya salt. This will help your cell absorb the right minerals, build the right cell to fight disease before you even know it. That is wonderful. 2 ingredients are replacing the green or the leafy vegetables. 2 ingredients, that is Celtic salt and Himalaya salt. Why? They have many, many minerals, and they have the keys to open up. The keys to open up. Magnesium itself opens up for calcium, and calcium is the king. Why do we call it the king? Because when calcium is allowed to enter, other minerals cling on the calcium to enter the cell and then produce the best you ever needed. That is wonderful. That is amazing. Now, all these minerals are in Himalaya salt. They are in Celtic salt. This is Njuba Brian. Have a blessed day. In other words, I'm answering the brother's question, how do we prevent why do we get sick in the first place? How do we prevent that? Only 2 elements here will help you. Celtic salt and then Himalaya salt. The benefits of them are wonderful. You cannot explain them in one video and finish them all. 2 salts that you need. One is Celtic salt and then Himalaya salt, and the rest will be very wonderful. Have a blessed day. Bye.